The galaxy ignored Earth's warning. Now they faced the consequences. The stars were quiet above Earth that night, but deep in the orbit around the planet, a small fleet of human scientists and explorers worked tirelessly. John Carter leaned over the console, his eyes scanning the data that flowed across the screen. Every number, every signal was a warning, and he felt it deep in his chest. Something dangerous was moving through the galaxy, and it was not far from human space. Lisa Moore sat beside him, her hands moving over another console. She adjusted the focus on the telescope-like array, searching for any sign of movement. She had seen the reports from other systems. Worlds that were once full of life were disappearing. It was not war that was coming. It was destruction in a way that no one could fight with simple weapons. Alex Brown paced behind them, rubbing his temples. He had joined this mission to help make sense of the unknown, but every hour brought more bad news. Amy Parker, calm and steady, was entering coordinates into the communications array. She was trying to send messages to other civilizations, hoping they would listen before it was too late. "We need to warn them," John said finally. "We need the Council to understand what is coming. If we act alone, it may be impossible to stop it." Lisa shook her head. "They won't listen. They never do. They think we are primitive. They think humans can only dream, not act." "We have to try," John said. "Even if it is hopeless, we cannot just sit here." Amy pressed a few buttons and sent the message out. It contained everything they had learned: the speed of the alien force, the destruction left in its path, the way it stripped planets of their resources until nothing remained. They described it as clearly as possible, using numbers, images, and warnings in every language the Council could read. The message left Earth orbit and traveled through the void at the speed of light, reaching worlds that had never spoken to humans before. For a moment they waited in silence, hoping, praying that someone would hear and respond. But the response never came. Not immediately. Instead, a few days later, a reply arrived. It was polite, almost bored. The Council thanked Earth for the information, but said it was not necessary for them to take action. Humans were small, and their warning seemed exaggerated. One alien official even wrote that humans were entertaining, but naive. John slammed his fist on the console. "They don't understand. They don't see what we see." Lisa placed a hand on his shoulder. "We warned them. That is all we can do for now. Earth will have to be ready on its own." Even as they spoke, the alien force was moving closer. Reports came in from the edges of explored space. Small colonies were disappearing. Communication was lost. Some planets had attempted to fight back, sending fleets, but the fleets never returned. Every step of the alien advance showed their strength and their cruelty. Back on Earth, leaders held secret meetings. John and the others were called in. They explained everything, showing the patterns of destruction, the speed, the technology, and the intelligence of the alien force. For the first time, humans had a chance to prepare. President Henry Collins looked at the data and nodded slowly. "We have no choice. We cannot wait for anyone else. If the galaxy will not listen, we must act alone." The team began planning immediately. Shipyards, research stations, and hidden bases were constructed in secret. Engineers and scientists worked day and night to create technology that could match the alien threat. It was dangerous work. Some ideas were untested. Some devices had never been imagined. But humans had an advantage that the Council could not see. They were creative, and when cornered, they were unpredictable. John oversaw the fleet's design. The ships were smaller than most alien vessels, but fast and agile. Weapons were built to disable, to confuse, and to outsmart, rather than to fight head-on. Lisa worked on the defensive systems, designing shields that could bend light and hide the ships from sensors. Alex and Amy coordinated intelligence, tracking every movement the alien force made through captured signals and old observation posts. Meanwhile, the Council in the galaxy carried on as if nothing was happening. They argued among themselves, debating trivial matters, even while worlds fell to the advancing enemy. Many considered humans foolish for warning them, and the Council made no effort to listen to their advice. John looked at the stars one night and whispered, "If they only knew." If they only listened, they might survive. Lisa looked at him with steady eyes. "They will know soon enough, and by then it may be too late for them, but not for us." In secret, humans trained crews, tested weapons, and learned to move as one. Every citizen involved was careful not to alert the rest of the galaxy. The world had to appear normal while building the greatest defense it had ever known. Amy sent another message into the galaxy. not asking for help this time, but warning of human preparation. It was a message of hope and caution. Earth would not sit quietly, and anyone who ignored their warning would see consequences. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months. John and his team watched reports of the alien advance, seeing the destruction left behind. Entire civilizations had vanished before any council fleet could reach them. Their numbers were enormous, and their technology was unlike anything humans had ever seen. One day, a young pilot named Ethan Grant brought in a report. "We saw movement near the Andromeda system." "Worlds are disappearing faster than before," John frowned. "How close are they to our system?" Ethan checked his instruments. "Not yet close, but if we do not act soon, they will be. We only have time to prepare, not wait for anyone else." Lisa and Alex exchanged a look. The truth was clear. The galaxy had ignored their warning, but Earth would not fail. Every day, the human fleet grew stronger, not in size, but in strategy, speed, and intelligence. Each new test taught them more about the enemy. Humans learned to anticipate alien moves, to react in ways no council fleet could imagine. The team understood one important fact: survival depended on thinking differently. One evening, as the team gathered in the control room, John spoke quietly. "They think we are small. They think we cannot fight, but they have no idea what humans are capable of. Soon they will learn." Lisa smiled faintly. "And when they do, it will be too late to stop us." Amy looked at the data feeds. Every destroyed world was a lesson. Every lost fleet was a warning. Humans would not make the same mistake. Earth would not be ignored again. Outside, the stars burned bright, silent witnesses to the coming storm. The galaxy had laughed at humans, and for now, humans watched and prepared. But in the dark of space, something was stirring. The aliens were closer, their movements faster, and their hunger for destruction growing. John turned to his team. "This is our world. If no one else will protect it, we will. Every planet that falls is another reason to fight harder. We are ready, and we will not fail." For the first time, a sense of calm determination filled the room. Fear was present, but it was controlled, transformed into action. The humans had been ignored, but now they would prepare, and when the time came, the galaxy would see the consequences. And so Earth waited, trained, and built its hidden strength. The Council ignored the warnings. The stars were quiet, but the humans were not. In the shadow of impending destruction, hope and courage grew stronger than fear. Earth moved in silence. While the rest of the galaxy ignored their warnings, humans worked day and night. Ships were built in hidden hangars under mountains and oceans. Secret stations were set up on the far side of the moon, on Mars, and in the asteroids near Jupiter. Every location was chosen for safety and secrecy. John Carter walked through a shipyard on the outskirts of Nevada. The smell of metal and oil filled the air. Workers moved carefully, wearing suits that protected them from the heat of welding and the sparks of machines. John inspected a new ship, a small craft designed for speed and surprise. It was sleek, dark, and shaped to avoid detection by any alien sensors. "This is one of our fastest models," he said to Lisa Moore, who stood beside him. "If the aliens ever get close, these ships can move faster than anything they expect." Lisa nodded. "And they are smart, too. They can work together as a single unit, even if the fleet is scattered across space." Alex Brown walked over with a data pad. "The first test run is ready. We can see how well the ships maneuver in zero gravity." Amy Parker adjusted her helmet. "Make sure you record every detail. We cannot waste time with mistakes. Every failure is a lesson." The fleet was small compared to what the galaxy might think a world could have, but humans had something the aliens lacked: adaptability. Every crew member was trained to think on their feet. Every pilot knew multiple roles. Every engineer could repair or rebuild systems even in the middle of battle. Weeks passed, and humans tested their ships in secret. They ran simulations that mimicked alien attacks. They learned to dodge, hide, and strike. Lisa developed shields that could bend light, making ships appear invisible. John and Alex worked on weapons that could disable rather than destroy, knowing that many times, confusing an enemy was better than destroying them. Amy focused on communication. She built a network that could transmit messages faster than any alien system could block. She studied alien languages and signals, learning their patterns. "If we ever fight them, we need to know how they think," she said. "We cannot rely on strength alone." Meanwhile, in the galaxy, the alien force continued to spread. Systems fell silently. Entire planets vanished. The Galactic Council argued, but no real action was taken. Many leaders still thought humans' warnings were exaggeration. Others believed the aliens would never reach the core of their empire. On Earth, the leaders understood that waiting for help was impossible. President Henry Collins spoke to John and the team one evening. "We must plan as if we are alone. The Council will not help and the aliens will not wait." John nodded. "We are ready, sir. We are learning. Every day we get stronger." The human fleet began moving secretly. They tested navigation through asteroid fields and nebulae. These natural obstacles helped hide them from alien sensors. They practiced attacking targets without revealing their position. Each training exercise was recorded and studied. Amy and Alex worked on intelligence missions. Using probes and hidden satellites, they tracked alien movements. They saw the patterns of destruction, the speed of attack, and the way the enemy harvested resources. Every observation helped humans plan. Every mistake the aliens made was a lesson. Lisa worked on defensive systems. She created shields that could redirect energy and confuse sensors. John focused on tactics, studying the alien behavior and predicting their moves. He taught the pilots to think like the enemy, to anticipate traps and avoid ambushes. "Humans have a strange way of fighting," John told the team one night. "We do not rely on sheer numbers or power. We adapt, we think, and we act where the enemy least expects." The team spent months in training and preparation. Families of the crew understood the risks, but they supported the effort. Schools taught children skills that might be useful in the future. Engineers and scientists volunteered for dangerous experiments. Every citizen played a small role in preparing for what was coming. One day, Ethan Grant returned with urgent news. "We've detected movement near Orion. The aliens are advancing faster than expected. Some of the colonies there are gone already." John studied the reports. "Good. We need to see them close. The sooner we understand their tactics, the better prepared we will be, but we must stay hidden. We cannot reveal ourselves too early." Lisa added, "Our strength is secrecy. They will never expect humans to fight back. We must keep it that way until we are ready." Alex frowned. "How do we know they will not strike at Earth first?" John shook his head. "They are focused on resources. They may destroy other worlds first. We need time to finish our preparations. Earth will be ready when the time comes." The team worked tirelessly. New pilots were trained. Amy organized communications and intelligence networks across hidden bases. Every base, ship, and weapon system was tested. Humans learned to operate in total darkness, without external signals, relying on intuition, teamwork, and technology. Meanwhile, aliens continued their advance. Systems disappeared without warning. The Galactic Council remained distracted by their politics. Messages from humans arrived, warning of what was coming, but they were ignored. Pride and arrogance blinded most leaders. On Earth, John and the team prepared their final fleet. Ships were small but numerous. Pilots were ready to act without orders. Weapons were tested to perfection. Shields were strong but flexible. Every member of the fleet knew their role. Every member knew that survival depended on strategy, not force. Lisa looked at the new fleet and said, "They will never believe we are ready. They will think we are weak. That is our advantage." Amy nodded. "When they attack, we will be ready. We know their moves before they make them." Alex smiled faintly. "It will be a shock. They will not understand how humans can fight." Weeks passed. Reports of alien attacks became more frequent. Worlds closer to Earth were still untouched, but the speed of destruction increased. Ethan Grant continued monitoring, giving the team vital intelligence. One night, John gathered the leaders. "They are coming closer. Soon, they will reach the systems near our borders. When they do, humans will be ready. But we cannot wait for them to attack blindly. We must continue testing and preparing." Lisa added, "Every mistake we make now can save thousands later. Every test teaches us something new." Amy continued working on the communication system. "If the galaxy will not listen, at least we can coordinate ourselves perfectly. Humans must fight together as one." The fleet continued to grow, not in size but in skill. Pilots practiced maneuvers that the aliens would never expect. Engineers improved weapons and defenses every day. The team learned patience and discipline. The humans knew that waiting and preparing was as powerful as fighting. One day, John stood outside the control room and looked at the stars. "The galaxy ignored our warnings. They laughed at us, but they will see what humans can do. We will not fail." Lisa joined him. We are ready, they cannot predict our moves, that is our greatest weapon. Alex and Amy came to look at the fleet. Everything is set, Alex said. We have trained, tested, and prepared, now we wait. John nodded. Waiting is part of the plan. Soon the galaxy will learn that ignoring humans was a mistake. The days passed. The fleet moved silently through hidden corridors of space. Every sensor was watched, every signal analyzed, every pilot ready. Humans had learned the greatest lesson of all. Survival depends on preparation, intelligence, and unity. In secret, Earth became stronger than any alien might have imagined. While the galaxy continued its careless arrogance, humans worked tirelessly, quietly, and intelligently. Every day brought new strength, new knowledge, and new confidence. The aliens were coming. The Council did not believe it, but Earth was ready. The humans would not wait for mercy, and they would not beg for help. They had learned to fight, to think, and to survive. John turned to his team one night. Soon they will see what they ignored. We are ready, and they will regret every moment they doubted us. Lisa smiled. Patience, strategy, preparation, that is the way humans win. Amy and Alex nodded. And when the time comes, we will not just survive, we will change the galaxy forever. The stars above were silent. The humans below worked in secret. The fleet grew stronger. The weapons became sharper. The strategy became perfect. And the aliens, who had ignored every warning, continued to move blindly, unaware that Earth was preparing for the storm that would soon arrive. Earth was no longer alone because humans had become ready. And when the moment came, the galaxy would see that ignoring a warning from Earth was the gravest mistake it could ever make. The first signs came quietly. Human sensors picked up a distant movement near the edge of their space. Ethan Grant ran to John Carter with urgency. They are coming faster than we expected. Systems near Orion are under attack. The aliens are advancing toward our border worlds. John studied the reports carefully. Good, this is what we need. They are close enough for us to observe and test our tactics. But we must remain hidden. If they detect us too soon, we lose our advantage. Lisa Moore checked her station. Our ships are ready. Every pilot knows the plan. We will strike where they do not expect, and we will disappear before they know what happened. Alex Brown tapped the console. Their movement is predictable. We can anticipate their path. We can set traps without alerting them. Amy Parker, calm as ever, added, Communication lines are open. Every unit knows every move. We are ready to act as one. For months, humans had trained for this moment. Every ship, weapon, and shield was tested. Every pilot knew multiple roles. Every plan had a backup. And now, finally, the aliens were close enough to put everything to the test. The first contact was sudden. A small alien fleet entered a system near Earth's hidden borders. Sensors picked up their energy signatures immediately. Ethan's voice was tense. They are here. They are scanning for life. If they find anything, they will destroy it. John nodded. Steady. Wait for my signal. Remember, we strike only when it benefits us. Patience is our weapon. The humans watched as the alien fleet moved from planet to planet, consuming resources and destroying colonies. Their power was impressive, but their tactics were rigid. They attacked the same way every time, predictable in their movements. Humans had studied this, and now they could act. John gave the order. Deploy the fleet. Small human ships emerged from hidden positions in the asteroid fields. They were invisible to alien sensors, moving like shadows. The aliens did not notice them. Humans approached quietly, using speed and agility to stay hidden. Lisa's shields activated. The fleet moved together, a single unit of precision. Amy coordinated communications, sending signals that made every ship aware of every movement. Alex monitored the alien fleet, noting their weaknesses. John gave the final order. Attack! Human ships struck quickly, targeting alien energy nodes and resource collectors. The aliens were confused. Their ships slowed as systems failed. Weapons misfired. The humans moved with perfect coordination, hitting, disappearing, and striking again. Ethan called out from his console. They don't know what's happening. Our attack is working. They are retreating from the first planets. John smiled. Keep pressure. Do not let them recover. Strike only where it benefits us. Every move must be precise. The battle lasted hours. Humans used tactics the aliens could not predict. They hid in debris, ambushed from unexpected angles, and used small attacks to create confusion. Every alien attack was countered with strategy, not strength. Lisa's shields were tested constantly. Alien weapons fired again and again, but the humans' defenses absorbed and redirected most attacks. Every failure was a lesson, every hit measured and controlled. Alex directed rescue missions. Civilians trapped on the attacked planets were saved using small, fast ships. Amy coordinated every evacuation, ensuring no one was left behind. The humans were careful to act without causing panic. "Keep going," John said. "Every world we save strengthens our position. Every alien loss teaches them that humans are not weak." By the next day, the aliens began to understand that humans were not what they expected. They tried larger attacks, sending bigger ships, but humans anticipated each move. Fleets of small, agile ships struck, disabled, and vanished. The aliens could not adapt quickly enough. Ethan called out, "Their fleet is splitting. They are trying to regroup. This is our chance." John nodded. "Prepare the second strike. We will push them back further. Focus on disabling their command nodes. Without leadership, their fleet will crumble." The human fleet moved as one. Every ship knew its target. Every pilot understood the plan. They struck the alien command centers, disabling communication and navigation. Chaos spread through the alien ranks. Ships collided, energy networks failed, and their attack lost coordination. Lisa looked at the screens. "They are panicking. Our strategy is working," Alex added. "Their soldiers do not know what to do. Every mistake is magnified. They underestimated humans." Amy smiled faintly. "And they will learn, but too late." The battle continued for days. Humans struck in waves, never staying in one place too long. They used speed, intelligence, and adaptability to overwhelm aliens that relied on brute force. The galaxy watched in shock as the aliens began losing planets and fleets, something no council ever expected. John observed quietly. "They ignored our warnings. They thought we were weak. Now they see humans are more than they believed." Lisa nodded. "Every strike is a lesson. Every victory builds confidence. Humans are not alone. We have our strategy, our training, and our unity." The alien fleet tried to regroup near a large gas giant. They thought they could hide in its storms, but humans anticipated this. Ethan's sensors detected their movement immediately. "They are gathering. They think they can strike again, but we know their position." John gave a clear order. "Surround them. Do not attack recklessly. We will force them to make mistakes." Human ships moved like shadows, surrounding the alien fleet in multiple layers. Each layer was invisible until it struck. The aliens fired blindly, unable to see the human ships. Every attack they launched failed. Systems overloaded. Ships collided. Chaos spread. Alex called out, "They are disorganized. They cannot recover. This is our chance to push them completely back." John nodded. "Do it carefully. Strike only where it counts. We are not here to destroy everything. We are here to show our strength and protect the galaxy." Lisa focused on shields. "Shields are holding. Our fleet is steady. We can continue without losses." Amy monitored communications. "Every unit is in sync, no confusion. Humans are coordinated, the aliens are not." The final strike came as planned. Humans targeted the alien command ship directly. Using a combination of speed, precision weapons, and electronic interference, they disabled the ship completely. Alien command fell silent. Without orders, their remaining fleet scattered. Some retreated, some were captured. Others surrendered. Ethan smiled. "They are defeated for now." John looked at the reports. "Yes, but this is only the beginning. We have shown them humans are strong. We have protected the border worlds, but we cannot stop here. We must be ready for what comes next." Lisa added, "They underestimated us. That is our advantage. We must continue to prepare, strengthen, and plan." Alex said, "Civilians are safe for now. We have saved thousands. Our tactics worked because we stayed hidden until the right moment." Amy nodded. "Every lesson from this battle will make us stronger. The galaxy will see humans are a force to be reckoned with." The human fleet returned to hidden bases, victorious but cautious. They knew the aliens would learn from their mistakes. They also knew the Galactic Council had ignored warnings for too long. The Council would now see that humans were not just observers. Humans were protectors, fighters, and strategists. John gathered the leaders. "This battle proved our strength. The aliens are confused and weaker than they believed. But we cannot celebrate too soon. They will return. We must be ready to defend every world we care about." Lisa said, "Our tactics worked because we adapted. They rely on rules and predictability. Humans rely on intelligence and teamwork." Alex added, "The Council will be forced to notice us now. They will no longer ignore Earth's warnings." Amy concluded, "And when the time comes, humans will lead the defense, not follow." The galaxy will learn that ignoring us was a mistake. The stars above were silent, but humans had spoken with action. The galaxy could not deny the courage, strategy, and intelligence of Earth's defenders. The alien force had underestimated them, and it had cost them dearly. John looked out at the fleet as it returned to its hidden stations. This is only the beginning. The galaxy ignored Earth's warning, and now they face the consequences. But we have not finished yet. Humans will be ready for whatever comes next. Lisa smiled. The first strike was our lesson to them. The next will show them our full strength. Alex nodded. They will remember this day, and they will think twice before underestimating us again. Amy added, and we will continue to protect every world. That is our mission. That is our responsibility. The human fleet disappeared into the hidden corridors of space once more, ready to prepare, train, and strengthen for the battles yet to come. The aliens had learned their first lesson. The galaxy would never forget the courage and intelligence of humans. Earth remained quiet, but beneath its surface, humans worked tirelessly. Ships were repaired, weapons improved, and strategies refined. Every victory had taught them something new, and every loss had strengthened their resolve. John turned to his team one last time. We have shown them what humans can do, but the galaxy is large and threats are many. We must continue to prepare, continue to fight, and continue to protect our world and others. Lisa added, and we will. Humans are not weak. We are determined, intelligent, and united. The galaxy will see that clearly in the days ahead. The stars continued to shine above, silent witnesses to the courage of a small planet. But now, the galaxy knew that humans were not to be ignored. They had struck first with strategy, intelligence, and unity, and they were ready for the challenges that lay ahead. The galaxy was in shock. The alien force, which had struck fear into countless civilizations, was retreating. Their fleet, once thought unstoppable, was scattered and confused. Command ships lay disabled, and supply lines were broken. Across the stars, worlds whispered rumors of humans, small, underestimated, yet unstoppable. John Carter stood on the deck of a human command ship, looking out at the silent expanse. The stars seemed brighter tonight, as if reflecting the relief that spread quietly across Earth and nearby systems. Lisa Moore approached, her eyes scanning the reports. They are retreating faster than we expected, she said. They will need months to recover, maybe years, and even then they will think twice before returning. Alex Brown entered the control room, carrying a tablet with intercepted communications. The alien leaders are arguing among themselves. They cannot understand what happened. They underestimated humans at every turn. Amy Parker smiled faintly. And the Galactic Council is finally taking notice. They cannot ignore Earth anymore. Every message from humans in the past years suddenly has weight. John nodded. We warned them, they laughed, they ignored us, and now they face the consequences. But our work is not finished. We must ensure the galaxy remains safe and that humans are respected. On Earth, celebrations were quiet. Leaders and scientists knew the importance of the victory, but they also understood the cost. The human fleet had acted with precision, but any mistake could have been catastrophic. Civilians who lived near training areas had been evacuated in advance, but the stress and fear of preparation had touched many lives. President Henry Collins spoke at a special meeting. The humans have shown courage, intelligence, and unity. We have not only protected ourselves, but also saved countless lives in nearby systems. The galaxy must recognize that ignoring Earth's warnings was a grave mistake. John addressed the council, now willing to meet with human leaders. We did not seek revenge. We acted to protect life. The galaxy has learned a lesson. Humans are capable of thinking, planning, and acting where others cannot. We ask only for cooperation and respect. Lisa added, the aliens we faced were powerful but predictable. Our strength comes from intelligence, teamwork, and the will to survive. These are qualities every civilization can learn from. Alex spoke next. Our fleet may be small, but we proved that clever tactics can overcome brute force. Every world should understand that ignoring warnings and underestimating others can lead to disaster. Amy concluded, we are not here to dominate. We are here to protect and to guide where we can. Humans have shown that preparation and strategy are just as powerful as raw strength. The council members, many of whom had once dismissed humans as insignificant, were forced to listen. They realized that Earth had prepared for the threat long before anyone else. Earth's warning had been ignored, and now the cost had been clear. The galaxy owed humans respect, and more importantly, cooperation. Meanwhile, across the systems, survivors of the alien attacks began to recover. Human ships assisted in evacuations, repairs, and rebuilding. Amy Parker coordinated rescue operations, sending ships to the hardest-hit worlds. Civilians who had lost everything found safe passage to nearby habitable planets, guided by human intelligence and care. Alex and Lisa oversaw engineering teams that helped restore energy grids, water systems, and communications. John led the fleet, ensuring that every human and alien operation was precise, effective, and safe. Together, humans were not only fighters, they were protectors. The alien leaders, humiliated by their defeat, sent envoys to Earth. They admitted their mistakes and requested peace. John listened carefully, understanding that negotiation was now necessary to maintain long-term stability. "You will not threaten our world again," John said firmly. "Humans will not seek revenge, but we will not tolerate aggression. Learn from your mistakes and act wisely." Lisa added, "We will help rebuild, but only with cooperation." "Every action has consequences, and you have seen yours," Alex spoke calmly. "The galaxy cannot survive if arrogance ignores warning. You must change your ways if you wish to continue peacefully." Amy concluded, "We showed strength not through destruction, but through strategy and protection. Remember this lesson. Respect life, respect preparation, and respect those who act to protect others." Across the galaxy, the news spread quickly. Humans were no longer seen as weak, primitive, or irrelevant. Civilizations that had once mocked Earth now sought guidance, alliance, and cooperation. Humans were invited to share knowledge, technology, and strategies to prevent future disasters. On Earth, the human fleet returned to hidden stations, not to hide but to continue preparation. John Carter addressed the crew. "This victory shows what humans can do, but the galaxy is large and threats are many. We must continue training, learning, and preparing." "Our responsibility does not end here," Lisa smiled. "We have shown intelligence and strategy matter more than size. We have proven that humans can think, adapt, and lead, and we will continue to do so." Alex added, "Every fleet we trained, every system we studied, every civilian we saved has strengthened humanity's position. We are no longer ignored." Amy concluded, "And we will never allow the galaxy to forget this lesson. Our warning was clear and our action proved it." Meanwhile, humans worked with other civilizations to rebuild worlds affected by the alien attacks. Technology once lost was restored. Energy grids were repaired. Communication systems were rebuilt. Humans shared knowledge without arrogance, teaching cooperation and survival skills. Civilians who had lived in fear began to see hope. Children learned that courage, intelligence, and teamwork could protect worlds. Adults understood that preparation and foresight were as important as bravery. Humanity had not only survived, but had become a guiding force in the galaxy. John and Lisa stood on a balcony in a human space station orbiting a restored world. Below, humans and alien survivors worked together to repair cities, rebuild homes, and restore life. "They never expected us to succeed," Lisa said quietly. John nodded. "No, they never expected humans to act with patience, intelligence, and strategy." "They learned too late, but they learned." Alex joined them, smiling. "The galaxy will remember Earth. They will respect humans from now on. We have proven our strength." Amy looked at the stars. "And we will continue to protect and guide where we can. We will not repeat the mistakes of others. We will be ready for whatever comes next." Time passed. Humans continued training, researching, and preparing. The galaxy, once dismissive, now sought guidance. Alliances were formed. Peaceful trade began with worlds that had once ignored Earth's warning. Civilizations rebuilt stronger and smarter. John Carter addressed a gathering of leaders from across the galaxy. "We have learned an important lesson. Ignoring warning can cost lives and worlds. Cooperation, preparation, and intelligence are the tools of survival. Humans will continue to protect life and guide where we can, but we will not be ignored again." Lisa Moore added, "The galaxy has faced consequences because it ignored Earth's warning. Let this be a reminder. Small or seemingly weak civilizations can be powerful when united and prepared." Alex Brown continued, "We will continue to share knowledge, technology, and strategies. We will act where it is necessary, but we will never seek domination. We act for life, not for power," Amy Parker concluded, "and we will continue to teach that patience, intelligence, and teamwork matter more than arrogance or pride." Humans have proven this, and we will continue to prove it. The galaxy slowly changed. Once proud alien leaders learned humility. Civilizations recognized the importance of listening. Humans, small and underestimated, became a symbol of intelligence, courage, and strategy. John Carter returned to Earth, looking at the planet from orbit. We have protected our home. We have saved countless others, and we have shown the galaxy that humans cannot be ignored. Lisa joined him, smiling. The galaxy has learned its lesson, and Earth will continue to prepare to protect and to guide. Alex added, "We have proven our strength not through violence but through intelligence and unity. The galaxy will remember this." Amy looked at the stars one last time. "And we will be ready for whatever comes next." Our warning was clear, and now the galaxy knows the consequences of ignoring Earth. The stars shone silently above, but Earth and its humans had spoken loudly through their actions. The galaxy had ignored warnings and faced the consequences. Humanity had survived, protected others, and earned respect. In the quiet of space, hidden human fleets continued to train, research, and prepare. Knowledge was shared with those who would listen. Systems were protected, plans were perfected. Humans had changed the galaxy, not through fear, but through intelligence, strategy, and courage. The galaxy had learned a lesson it would never forget. Earth had warned them, humans acted, and now every civilization knew that ignoring the small, underestimated planet was a mistake they would never repeat. John Carter, Lisa Moore, Alex Brown, and Amy Parker watched quietly as the galaxy slowly healed. They had prepared for the worst, acted with strategy, and proved that humans were a force to be reckoned with. And in the silence of space, the future was clear. Humans would never be ignored again.